think that what martial arts does bring you is significant, you know, advancement in basically giving you the confidence and the awareness to, you know, I look at it as leadership, to really take action. You know, I think whether you're right or wrong becomes, you know, I mean, it's great when you execute and you get that, you know, Kimura. But I think at the same time, it's
Right.
just the fact that you can do that you can try to do the execution.
Right.
And I think that's kind of what life is in some ways. You know, I look at it as from the interactions in business follow a very similar kind of path. You know, I don't think I don't think that's as confusing or mysterious as a lot of people would like to think about it as. I think all interactions are relatively the same. I know that's kind of dumbifying, you know, things a little bit, but I've kind of come to that belief. Like if you roll forward all the way to now in my business
Hmm.
career, it's hard to explain. It's like I feel like if you drop me into any situation, never done it before, whatever, right? That business, I would be fine.
Yeah. It's like speaking. It's like being fluent and getting dropped in a country. You speak and understand business on a fluid level, on an
Yeah,
intrinsic level.
and and it's just about it's about kind of the basic blocking and tackling, the people dynamics, understanding,
Mhm.
you know. But I think I relate a huge chunk of that to just the fact that I I've spent a long time trying to be centered. And
Mhm.
I think when we're in base, you know, to use another term, you know, Hickson's kind of thing,
Yeah.
you know, it gives you when you operate from a position of stability and you're not on your tippy toes trying to grab at the thing, um, that works most of the time. You know, so I think about it like that. You know that you know the core principles of working with other people, whether they're in business or whether they're on the mat, I
Mhm.
fundamentally believe are the same.
When if you look back on your we'll say your life up to this point. One thing that I've admired about you, and it's something that I hope to emulate the rest of my life, is that despite your successes and the way that things have gone from an entrepreneurial, from a business standpoint, you've maintained this journey that is very intensive within the realm of martial arts. It is demanding not only on your body but also on your life. It's a time commitment to advance in anything. There's an opportunity cost, and when you're putting forth your time on the
Mm.
mats, whether it's in hapkido, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, that's time that could be spent doing other things. It could be spent on, flying to monitor some portion of your business. It could be relationship building. It could be family time. So there's this sacrifice that you've made over and over and over again. And at this point, anyone listening, there's quite a few payoffs, I would say, for that time investment. But how did you find a way to manage the demands of the two and not stray from that? Because so many people get chewed up and spit out by one or the other. Either business drives them into the ground, ruins their relationship, destroys their family, destroys friendships, and they get the monetary and the career benefits on the end of it, or it's the other. They advance along some other journey that they're on, and as a result, their relationships and their business suffer. So to manage both at a high level and continue to manage them through so many stages of life, what's the secret sauce there?
Um, I think you have to decide what is important to you. You have to, you know, it's a cliche term. You have to focus. Um, for me, for the last, about, a little bit over 10 years, I've been really focused on a lot more on my health because at 57 now, it's becoming tougher, right?
Mhm.
As you mentioned, it's possible to have injuries, which I have a number of them. And so, everything becomes harder as you get older. Your maximum heart rate, declines one beat essentially every year, right? And and injuries take longer, to recover, and maybe even learning is not as fast as it used to be, right?
Yeah.
Um, so you have to make choices. But the choices that I've made, I've decided that health and wellness is a very important part of what I need in my life, right? And what I would tell people is that if you can commit just 5 minutes a day, right? If I told you you could commit 5 minutes a day every day, and then you can have anything in the world you want, would you do
Mhm.
that?